Would you agree with the statement that's been currently laid out for you? No, I disagree. I disagree. Nah, I'd win. Yeah, that I probably do believe in, actually. I do believe that you'd win, but you know, I don't care enough. It's not about winning, it's about losing gracefully, and I am quite the opposite of that. Ugh. Model as in a VTuber or something else, Bricky? What do you mean? The LVO model reveal? Oh my god, it's Bricky's LVO VTuber model reveal. What do you mean? Holy shit, is that John Yakuza Kiwami? Whoa, yeah, John Yakuza Kiwami. Say your patented line. Say your catchphrase. They're not saying their catchphrase. They're not saying their catchphrase at all. This is crushing. I'm trying to figure out what they're going to come up with. You know? I was hoping I don't know, man. Screw it. Whatever. They're terrible. They got put on the spot and they didn't do anything. Mr. Merker, thank you for the gifted subs. Thank you very much. Why is there a bunch of new people in this? Is it because it's a late night stream? Is that the reason? Hold on, chatting. Give me a moment. Chatting, still chatting. All right, got it. I did it. I've done it. Brick, will you go back to LVO? My brother in Christ, it's currently going on. So I'm sorry. I just like, the fuck happened? Did I get bit by something? Ow. Where the hell did that come from? Ow. Oh, it's itchy. Uh-oh. Might be a mosquito bite. Oh, crap. Damn. Gotta get that classic IBM Model M keyboard. What? No, my weenus. Gabriel got one of those mystery cuts. Honestly, I got the same thing on my arm, too. Who knows? Maybe I'm dying on the inside. Hey, Brick, how much for you to play Beyond Citadel? No idea what that is, so I'm going to say too much money. But no, okay, so I thought that... Okay, so yeah, I'm not at LVO. I didn't think that we'd have to get into it. Okay, so LVO stands for the Las Vegas Open. It is the largest Warhammer tournament of the year. It is also where Games Workshop reveals lots of various kinds of models, as in new figures for the game. They are going to be revealing this and making it live in about an hour. And so we are going to be chilling here and chatting it up, all of you, until the thing comes on, in which we shall be opening up thine stream in order to watch and become the worst kind of content creator, a React Andy. And we shall react. Oh, we shall react to whatever new plastic crack they can feed us with their overpriced costs and instantly sold out shipping times and so on. That's what we'll do, baby. That's all that we will do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that's what's going to be going on this last time. Now you might be asking me, Bricky, why aren't you at LVO? Why aren't you at LVO? Why aren't you out there doing what you did? You made 2 whole videos on LVO talking about your time there. Well, it's very simple. One, I did not have the time. I had CES last week, and I'm going to MagFest the week after that. Another convention in between was simply not doable. And secondly, I'll be perfectly honest, the playing of LVO is really fun. The actual tournament itself, playing other people, meeting new people, that's all really great. But it also takes place in like the worst Vegas hotel out there, which is the Rio. And also it has been suffering numerous issues every single time I have gone there. The rooms suck ass. The food is terrible. And for the most part, you're also there on your feet for about 12 hours each day. It's more of an exercise in exhaustion than it is at times. I would much rather prefer my lovely 5-man GTs that are in my backyard in Orange County and or Riverside, San Diego, and LA. Who decided to hold it there? I believe it would be FLG/Games Workshop. That being said, apparently it is the cheapest they could ever get any of the hotels because Vegas is lunacy when it comes to prices. It's not their fault. I don't blame them for it, but does not mean I'm going to go. Simple. Simple. Though granted, sometimes LVO does have some pretty fun little stuff. They have like booths with like painters, and most of the big people come there. You know, all the various YouTube channels tend to go to LVO, which is pretty cool. But I don't know, man. I'm honestly, even if I wasn't already a little disenfranchised with LVO, I probably I wouldn't have gone because of my schedule. But disenfranchisement with the whole thing is just already puts it above a little bit. I don't know. I kind of prefer a little small thing, you know, that we can all just enjoy. I like my 90-person GTs. They're a little bit more fun, if I'm being perfectly honest. What's your favorite big event, if not LVO? Well, I mean, like TwitchCon's like probably my favorite event because it's the one place where I get to see all of the people who are my friends and I never ever get to see because I get to hang out with everybody. So, yeah, I don't know. No LVO, Bricky. I'm assuming you just got here. I literally just spent like 6 minutes explaining why. I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna dog on you, but like, just go back 5 minutes. Just roll the stream back, man. I just did it. So I'm not gonna. It's fine. It's not your fault. Make a pinned message. Sure. No, I'm not at LVO. Too busy with other plans. That's not how you spell other. Bam. Pin. Fuck. Pin. Got it. Are you any interest in attending Adepticon? Yes, some interest on Adepticon, though. Apparently it's in Wisconsin. Where is it actually? In Wisconsin? They moved it recently, right? Wasn't it in Chicago before? I don't really remember. But you know, I do have interest in Adepticon actually. It's in Milwaukee? No shit. Get to see my best friend Rich Evans. No, unironically though, I've heard it's actually pretty it's a pretty enjoyable one, Adepticon. So I actually might go to that one, yes. Though I haven't 100% sure. God damn it, Pseudo. Yeah, I know you're just jumping in saying hello and doing your usual, but it's like you don't realize that you came in here and literally said the exact same thing I just answered for like 20 people maybe 5 minutes ago. So I'm just like, on one hand, you're my friend, but on the other hand, you're putting $30 on black this weekend. Bricky, thoughts on the Oath of Moment loophole? I don't know what that is. Just you tell me what it is. What's your best performance at a super major? 4-2 was I've gone 4-1. Well, because it's a 5 or a 6 round. So 4-2 or 4-1 is the best I have ever done in like a GT of any sort. I don't know if a super major is larger than that, but I went 4-2 at an LVO, and I've never seen the number 5 in any of my stuff. So neither losses nor wins. So I am like the most 3-3 Andy you'll ever see. I roll up with a weird fucking list. I have a great time. I throw some dice. I drink some margaritas or something. Have a great time with the opponent. I win some, I lose some, and then we roll back. It's a great time. Thanks for hours of content that's kept me sane in the tractor. Signed, a farmer from Saskatchewan. Oh, goodness gracious. I have no idea where you are. But hell yeah. We fucking stand all the blue-collar workers in this stream. All of you are the people who consume all of our content because you need something to keep yourself, thinking for your long-ass hours. So I'm stoked by it. Hell yeah. All the fucking farmers and janitors, truck drivers especially, Yeah. But, oh God, someone referenced So You Want a Main. Oh, come on, man. You even got the name Dark Gin. If I click on your name, are you going to have Gin as your background photo? Okay, you don't. We're okay. You haven't been entirely lost to the sauce yet. Oh dear. What's up, USC Dead Man? It sounds like a Kojima character. Dead Live Man. But yeah, no, I mean, so just not huge on that. But yeah, I've been over this a few times. I'm a very like Johnny player, if you're using Magic the Gathering terms. I kind of like sit there like, what would be really funny that I would actually win a couple games with? And then I run that list, Like I was talking to Poor Hammer somewhat recently, and I was basically did I not say thanks to the 5 gifted for Big Woods Wraith? If I didn't, thank you very much. My apologies. And I was talking with them, and I'm like, listen, is it competitively viable to put 60 Tyranid warriors down on the tabletop and play the new warrior detachment on Grotmus? Maybe not. But that said, it's not like not effective, like it's got some teeth, claws and venom, one might say. And so, it's like, here's me walking up to my brand new table. Here's 60 Tyranid warriors, a couple psychophages, venomthropes, and a walking hive tyrant. Here are 2 middle fingers. I'm going to drink a margarita and do push-ups. I'm deployed on the line. Let's fucking go. Like, that's the kind of shit I would love to. Also, speaking of, Big Shekel, Diablos, and, oh, hey, Diablos, what's up, dude? And Commando Orc. Sneaky-like. Thank you very much for the resubs and the gifts. Are you planning on checking out the Bazaar? Oh, goodness gracious. I think I've seen NL play that before. Apparently, it's the next, total crack auto-battler. Like Sap or Mechabellum and stuff. Hey, Bricky, building a Silent King right now. It would make my tummy yummy if you showed me yours. I would actually show you the Silent King, but because you said it like that, you're not getting it anymore. I've started work on a fan tabletop war game for Halo. Scale between Blackout and a 1,000-point game of 40K. I do not know what Blackout is, but I believe it is I bet it is very, very cool. Only Mechabellum because I bought it because of you. Have like 700 hours now. It's so good. It's so good. I only have 30 warriors myself, but they go down so fast for me. That's why you gotta take 60. See, think about it though, right? You take like 60 warriors, you put a couple venomthropes in there, which means they get stealth and cover, maybe like a psychophage that gives them a 6-up feel no pain. And next thing you know, you got a whole bunch of really cheap T5 3 wound, 4-up save, in cover, 5-up invul, stealth, 6-up feel no pain bodies. At some point, someone's gonna be upset with your breakpoints, and then at that point, you just run them into their face and then beat the shit out of them, and that's lovely. Will you win a lot? Probably not. Maybe, but it's just hilarious. Hey, Bevmiss and Zemi, thank you for the Prime subs, both of you. Appreciate it. Have you got a session with Jay Wong set up? He literally just added me in the chat right now, actually. Funny enough, you mentioned that. Thanks for the raid earlier. Let me know when you were jumping on Street Fighter 6 tomorrow. Will do, man. Yeah. Ow. I just hurt myself. Yeah, just buy another 30. Don't buy another 30, man. Don't buy another 30. Just find a printer. I've said it once. I'll say it a million times. Games Workshop, it's like Steam. It's not a piracy issue. It's a service issue. Would I have 3D printed an entire army of Aspect Warriors if I wanted to play Eldar? Absolutely. Now that they've updated all the Aspect Warriors into beautiful plastic and added a bunch of new updated sculpts for the Phoenix Lords, I'm not going to print them anymore. I'm probably going to get the plastic. Well, I might not because they're Eldar and fuck Eldar. But, like, you know, like I'm probably not going to 3D print the Lion, you know? Because, like, it's the Lion, and plastic is great. If it's, like, the best material as far as I'm concerned. And so, like, you know, it just depends. I would never buy 60 Tyranid Warriors. That's insane. 3D printer absolutely go burr when it comes to the Warriors. You know? Those are absolutely the big ones. Now, as for something more along the lines of, I don't know, like, I would never 3D print Votann. Like, why? You know? Like, they're brand new. They look good. The sculpts are nice. It's totally fine. It's great. Would I 3D print a Haruspex? Fuck yeah, I would. Because they're not in stock anywhere. Where can I get them? They're nowhere to be found. Would I 3D print the Parasite of Mortrex? No. It looks nice. I can find them. The Norn Emissary? Hell no. It's nice. It's pretty. It's new. The plastic is great. I can find it easily. You know, maybe I might for the. It is pretty expensive, but like. You know, like it's all in between. Like you wouldn't catch me dead buying a Trazen model, the fine cast piece of shit that it is. Hell no, you won't catch me dead. Now the new Orokin though, I would go buy one of those myself. You know, so that's what I'm just trying to get at. You know, like I definitely totally would never have 60 Tyranid Warriors right now that may be printed out of resin because I'm not buying Tyranid Warriors. Like, they're insanely overpriced. So yeah, you know, it just kind of goes like that. Dusty Nova, thank you very much. Blackout is a tactical... Oh, also you too, Eric and Delt. Also Nickman, did I say thanks to that one as well? Blackout is a tactical game where you drop a big robot like Titanfall. Well, that's badass. Also, the UN is evil in the game. Classic, just like real life. Bricky, any thought of kill team content? No, making content on the tabletop is fucking hard. I gave up on that battle with Dice Check. I'm sorry you got into Street Fighter 6. You are my favorite Warhammer person. Now you're my favorite Street Fighter 6 person. Hey, honestly, wait, sending you a big smile from a trans girl in Colombia. Oh, okay. Okay, nice try, Spy. You won't get me back into Guilty Gear. Nice fucking try. I see right through you. No, I'm playing Street. You won't get me back into there. They added Happy Chaos, and it's never been the same. Sorry. The trans agenda comes for you, Bricky. Yeah. Translate this, motherfucker. Anyway. The Briskets send their regards. Yeah, Brisket isn't one of my particularly favorite characters either. Happy Chaos blows, though. Surely us frothing lunatics get red butchers or some amount of Zerkers for Lord Invocatus to lead. Surely. Fuck, man. I don't know. I mean, they had like some Warhammer, because LVO covers every aspect of Warhammer and all of this shit. Considering going to my first hard kit bash, any tips? Get an X-Acto knife and a lot of like metal files to really like make sure that you can get your shit set up properly. Yeah, that'll be the big one. Magnets too. Yeah, magnets are great also. I unfortunately don't have great. I'm not like a hobbyer. I'm not like a major hobby channel. Those guys know way better than me. I'm just like the fun. I'm a random dude who's just like, I like the tabletop and the minis. They're fun. I put the mini on it and I roll sixes, you know? But what was it? Warhammer LVO 2025. Warhammer LVO reveals 2025. So, okay, so they have a lot of various silhouettes. One of them looks like Lucius the Eternal. So I'm assuming we'll get some Emperor's Children stuff coming around. It makes sense. Does anyone remember what the next codex is? So we have Guard and Eldar, and then I think it's Knights, right? Do we know what's after that? Or is that where we're topped out? No, we don't? Okay. So we might see more Eldar reveals, and we might see new Knight reveals, because they did say every single army gets a model, which means there will be more Knights. But of course, there's also, you know, Horus Heresy, there's Kill Team, and Kill Team segues into 40k, and then you've got Sigmar and Warcry and the rest. Which, you know, it's all on, depends on how you guys want to do it. But new Harlequin models, maybe. Let's not get too excited now, okay? Let's not ask for a miracle. Knights Kill Team, 1 War Dog. Brick, I forgot I could do this. My LGS is across the river from Magfest. I was just taking a walk in Old Town Alexandria. If you can, it's nice. Yeah, I was told that like once you go over the bridge, that the whole area over there is really pretty. So so that might be a place I might go check out. Yeah. Votes on a World Leaders expansion? Fucking hopefully, man. Fucking hopefully. Have you considered inspiring to only start working out and collecting Sisters of Battle? Thank you for your content. Yeah, absolutely. I actually just found a brand new gym recently that I'm actually really enjoying. They're much more into like general athleticism. It's not like a bodybuilding thing. It's like a upping strength, flexibility, functionality, cardio, like the whole. It's like athletes. The two head dudes who run it helped teach NFL athletes, I think, for a while, and they transitioned over to like a more homogenous thing instead of like that kind of stuff. So I've been kind of getting into it a bit more. It's actually pretty great. One of the other dudes that works there is like a 7-time like Muay Thai champion. He has all his fucking medals on the wall. It's pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's good. The whole idea is like the people who run the gym were given the athlete to make a better product for the football team or like baseball team or something, you know. It's like lower injury, the whole kind of thing like that. I just want more Voton kits. Agreed. Honestly, I would probably say Voton is like one of the best new player armies to collect. All the models look good. They're not hard to paint. It's a very streamlined, simple, easy to play 40k army. It plays the most normal ass 40k you could possibly play. It's stat lines and status sheets, and you just roll them forward. It's so fucking easy. It's so simple that I would probably, besides Space Marines, because they're also easy to paint, there's a ton of them, and there's a lot of hand-me-downs you can get off eBay and shit, they'd probably be my number one choice. Are the Judgment Tokens still insanely busted? No, I think Voton is like the most 50% win rate army that's like ever existed. They're the most regular B tier fine army ever. You could not find an army more mid. Not like mid as a negative, but like genuinely middle. Hey, Bricky, I hope you're doing well and are safe from the fires. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm like 50 miles south. Are there any factions from Trench Crusade that appealed to you? Honestly, a lot of the Trench Crusade factions do seem cool, and then Kirioth showed me the Artillery Witch, and I don't give a fuck what army that is. I'm playing that army. I'm playing the one with the Artillery Witch. It's just so funny. Mid and mediocre don't mean bad and still don't. Okay, mediocre, I bet probably had a more like better connotation for a long while, and then the SpongeBob episode came out where Plankton is controlling Squidward's or SpongeBob's brain and says, "Shut your mouth, you mediocre clarinet player." And ever since then, I think that's just like reformed the thought process in everyone's mind with the phrase mediocre. The mediocre is also a very negative connotation, so, you know. It's pretty good. It's pretty base, though, you know. AT Witch pounding prime Brett Favre heaters from 6 miles away. What was he say? It was Heretic Forces, Heretic Legion? Yeah. I think of Fury Road. I mean, that's just because you're a Zoomer. I'm kidding. I don't know how old you are. But that is a big part in Fury Road also. But like the SpongeBob episode where they said that was like, what, 1999 or like 2002 or something like that? Also, what's up, Praetorian? Thanks for the Prime. I'm sure you're like 35. We're in a Warhammer stream. There's a good chance you're much older than probably even I am. But, you know, I joke. At least I'm not a knucklehead McSpazatron. Okay, you gotta hold that language. You can't say things like that in my stream. That's a little too much. I gotta find the Warhammer LVO stuff. What the fuck did I just type in? Huh. Bree, you paint anything recently? No. I was at CES. I was in Arizona for a bit. I'm leaving for MAG. Too much work. Not enough time. I'm working on it. Got it. Bricky, when are you going to admit to being bald when I lose all my hair? I don't really know any other possible way to admit it than when it's gone. So when it's gone, I'll admit it. But like, Bricky, when are you going to admit when you're a woman that you're a woman? I'm like, listen, man, when the HRT hits, like, I'll let you know. Like, I don't know what you want from me, man. You gonna become a hat guy? No, I don't play enough COD. If I was like a massive Call of Duty player, I put a snapback on to like hide a horribly receding hairline or something like that. But for the most part, I'm pretty all right. I don't play enough COD to slap the snapback on to try to like protect myself. That's fine. I don't know. I mean, it's going a little bit. Not terrible though. There are definitely people who have it way, way worse at like 30. So, Brie, what's your opinion on blood oranges? I'm so fucking 40k pulled right now. I thought you were talking about blood angels, and I'm like, oh, they're pretty good. I think they're a pretty good army. And then just like the blood oranges, I was like, is that like a sub-faction of blood angels or something? Like the blood oranges? I'm assuming you're actually just asking about the fucking fruit. And in that case, it's pretty good. I like them. Kind of weird. They look very bloody. Like they actually look like dark blood. It kind of throws you off at first because you know it's called a blood orange, but normally when things are called a certain color, they don't like super resemble it. They just are like a little darker, like, oh, it's a little darker, it's a blood orange. But in reality, it's like, damn, yeah, that shit's dark. But they're good, they're tasty. What about grapefruit? There's like a new realm of people who are entering the grapefruit hater stage, and I gotta be honest, I'm not with them. I think grapefruits absolutely slap. They can be a bit sour, but a little bit of honey on top of them absolutely makes them bang. They're a great source of sugar, like the good kind that gives you energy and stuff. They taste great. They got a ton of health benefits. They're fucking fantastic. Briggy, stop doing HRT right now before the Street Fighter, otherwise you'll disqualify for doping. No. That's Guilty Gear. We've been over this. I remember you mentioned that you are going to the UK and you plans to play a match against Kirioth. So if I do go to the UK, I have like 19 people I'm supposed to try to see. So I'll be there for like 2 weeks. But one of them, I want to see like Kirioth. I want to see Luton. I want to see like Strippin' Sam, visit Lima Lucius. A couple other people. There's a good chance I might reach out to Tabletop Tactics and be like, hey, I want to do a thing. It's like a video thing. You cool with like shooting something? Do you want to do a game? I might ask them that. And, if their schedule is too busy, then oh well, no worries. Or if they just don't want to, like, I don't want to impose. So things like that, obviously. There's a lot of people that I want to say what's up to. So I definitely will be bringing an army, but I do need to learn how to pack like probably 2 armies, which is going to be a lot of space. So I'm figuring that one out. Is there a best 40k player in the world? I mean, normally the person who wins LVO is considered the best 40k player in the world. But, I mean, it varies. 90% of the time, the best 40k players, or the people who tend to win or get damn close, are the Art of War people. They are a YouTube channel specifically regarding, like, high-level 40k stuff. Was it Jack Harpster. I don't know if it's ever Harpster or Harper. I think he won with like his Blood Angels one like a couple of years ago. Richard Siegler wins with like AdMech sometimes, but they always kind of like, if they don't win very often, a lot of them get in like the top 8 and top 20 or something, you know? Hello, Bricky. Last night I dreamed that GW lied and that World Ears would be the next codex, and they got a detachment that let them roll D8s for every dice roll. Just wanted to share. You know, every single time someone is like, hey, this is a dream I had, normally it's like the worst story you've ever heard. You just could not give a fuck about it. That's a good one. +2. Bryony, Darth Quato, Speaking Poseidon, Goblin Bar. These are some great names. Thank you for the Prime subs, all of you. Appreciate it a ton. That's really, really funny. Also, I'm assuming they all sub because they got some ads, which in that case, yes, subbing does remove your ads if you don't have an ad block of some sort. So, yeah. When you go to the UK, be careful of the 410 British ferret might give you a classic London handshake. Is that like just getting stabbed? Also, I've met Lime Malicious in person before. It was very funny. I dragged her through Anime Expo because she was getting like devoured by people. No one knew who she was because obviously, like, you know, VTuber faced the whole thing. But like there were too many people there, so we were trying to walk through it, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" and it's just swarming. And so she's like, "All right, grab my shirt," and I just dragged her through the con. It was very funny. Timely Thief and Sunscreen. Thank you for the tier 1 in Prime as well, and you too, Pondcat. Oh my god, please tell me you've seen Space King Bricky. I have. It's not really my cup of tea. I respect all the people and the animators that make that happen, but it's not really my like level of humor and like type of stuff, you know. For the same reason why I don't like a lot of the Flash Gets stuff that was way back in the day, like all like the Black Templars killing furries stuff, like that was kind of antiquated even back then in like 2012, but it's just not my vibe. You know, it's just not my vibe. I'll always respect an artist. Like, I've seen the horrible, crazy shit Meat Canyon makes, and even though it's not stuff that I would personally watch myself, I still respect the animation for it. Same reason I respect a Maxor video, you know? Like, I can't watch a Maxor video. It's too much stimulus. It physically hurts to watch it. But I respect the fuck out of him for the editing, because I know what that requires, and it's the most painful thing in the world. I couldn't imagine it. Rotted Eagle, thank you for the tier 1 as well. Appreciate it. You too, Sarn Plays. Also, thank you. All right, sadly, it's a gift, but yeah. Yeah, hey, people have gotten into this weird situation nowadays where, like, not being a fan of something assumes a negative opinion on it, as opposed to just not my thing. You know, it's one of the hardest things to discuss when it comes to video games, because there's a lot of people that will play certain video games. Like, how do you mix that genre, right? You know. Because Balatro got nominated for Game of the Year, and god fucking damn did it deserve it. But how do you tell Jimmy Dick Fodder with his 2 kids and his wife, who gets 1 hour of gaming every week and plays Marvel Spider-Man on his PlayStation 5 only, to play Balatro? Like, he's gonna bounce right the fuck off of it. Jimothy Shit Penis, correctly. Like, he's not gonna get into. He's just gonna bounce right off. And like, that's the kind of thing with Astrobot. Like, Astrobot apparently is fucking amazing, not just because it won Game of the Year, but everyone I know has told me it's a great game. But it's like, you know, kind of cute kitty E for everyone platformer fun time, you know? And like, not everyone's into that, and that's fine. You tell me I'm gonna find someone who's playing like Lingo, the puzzle game on Steam, is gonna be a huge fan of Astrobot? Probably not. Hey, Bricky, I just wanted to say I appreciate you for everything you've done. Not going to lie, a lot of the rabbit holes I fall into are your fault. Warhammer, VTubers, and other various often horror games you play. Signalis mentioned, most likely Raw. I fucking love lesbians. Playing Balatro right now instead of sleeping. Classic. Yeah. Signalis mentioned Raw. What the fuck is a happy ending? Howdy, Bricky. Currently building my Scorpex, eager to play Annihilation Legion. What do you think about the attachment with the new buffs it got? It's fine. Personally, I prefer Awakened. Because here's the thing, right? I think a 6 Scorpec Destroyers and a Scorpec Lord in it is like 260. And so I just run triple with Awakened, which gives the whole squad +1 to hit anyway. And then if like one of them dies, you can go ahead and give them like the extra regen, but then you can also use a protocol of the Hungry Void for the CP, which is +1 strength and AP, which turns their phase blades into 722 to 832, and that's a nasty breakpoint. That starts to rip shit up. So I love that build. I play it all the time. It's so fun. It's so fun. Hey, Brick, working on my WE army, wanted to know which would be better, Hellbrood or Maulerfiend. Maulerfiend is most likely better, but the Hellbrood has that ability where it shoots or fights back after it gets hurt, and it's so fucking funny. So just make that, because it's so funny. It's like, oh, these Space Marines are going to shoot this Hellbrood. It's like Cheem's image, multi-melta. Just fucking murders them. It's so fun. Yeah, face that in my last RTT. You don't have an answer for the extra reanimation. Yeah, it hurts. It's tough to get through. It's fun. It's really, really fun. I wish they'd bring reactions from Horus Heresy into 40K. There's a lot of things I wish they would do for 40K. Here's my first step. You know how when you do a list building process, you put in all of your leaders and stuff, and then when the game starts, you attach them to units? I say fuck that. No one does that anyway. We drop that feature, and instead we have points costs on each leader that is specific to what they join. Because a Technomancer should not cost 65 fucking points if I'm putting him with Necron Warriors. He should cost 70 fucking points if I put him with Wraiths. And therefore, there should be a sliding scale depending on what you're putting with what. A Judiciar with Sternguard veterans should not cost 70-something points. A Judiciar with Inner Circle companions should cost an arm and a leg, because I'm going to beat you with them after you've killed my entire army in one activation. Also, hey, Commander Johan, thank you for the Prime sub. Exactly. The Plasmancer is not very good in Warriors. It's amazing in Immortals. Therefore, the Plasmancer is too expensive. Smoking Duck GIF. Yeah, I mean, you know, I think everyone can generally agree on the same thing, right? 9th was a lot of awesome flavor and very fun, but it was super unbalanced and was like way too much just rules bloat. 10th is the opposite. There's not that much rules bloat, but it's super annoying and like not very interesting. So you find a middle ground. Like I don't think it's a very hot take. I think it's pretty like. I think we mostly all agree with that. Though it's also a problem with, you know, physical codexes, rules in the codexes, no free rules online, which we should fucking fix ASAP. Buying the goddamn codexes to get the code for the app. Okay, like this maybe I'm the crazy one here. I would pay at top end like $15 a month if you gave me the rules for every single army in the game on the app without the codexes as a baseline. Like you could literally, I'm not buying the codexes anyway. You could absolutely just make a higher tier subscription that gives you all the rules. Like it would literally be basically free money. Make that the Warhammer Plus. Shit, man, that's a good point. I despise Warhammer Plus with a massive burning passion. I hate its existence and everything it stands for, but I would sign up for that shit if the Warhammer Plus cost gave me all the rules. Absolutely. Absolutely. What do you think the Emperor's Children rules will be like? I don't really know, actually. What was the rules in 9th? I think it was ignore modifiers and like 6s to wound gave you an extra AP. Also, what's up, Standard Wee? Thanks for the Prime. I don't know. Because like... So what's the Emperor's Children's thing, right? So like 30k Emperor's Children, it's perfection. It's like duelists, swordsmanship, very like elegant. And 40k, it's like hyped up on drugs and toxins, and emotional and physical violence, K-pop and cocaine. So, I don't know. I don't really know, actually. I don't really know what I would do for them. I don't know what I would pick. I have faith that they would have some ideas, but I just don't know what they will be. I'm just praying for the Palatine Guard / Phoenix Terminator variant. That would be awesome. That'd be super damn cool. The problem is that most 40k versions of Emperor's Children are like fucking horrifying, disgusting people. And so the cool looking Palatine Guard probably won't look like the cool looking Palatine Guard. It'll probably look like some horrible, awful, disgusting monstrosity. With 3 nipples? With 3 nipples. That is true. With 3 nipples. I mean, Eidolon is literally like a zombie. You know? Like, Eidolon is literally a zombie. Only 3 nipples? Okay. Okay. If you're good, you can have a 4th nipple. Okay? But only if you eat your vegetables. Why not 6 nipples? Because the fiends have that. First time chatter. Dr. Bread EXC. The guy from Fortnite. Who? I know it ain't me. So who? It can't be me. I'm not in Fortnite. Chun-Li from Fortnite? Yeah, they knew what they were doing. The guy? Oh, do you mean, shit. Elijah Wood from Spy Kids 3? The guy? Is that his name? Was it Elijah Wood? I don't remember if it was Elijah Wood or not. It was? I'm the guy. Dies. The dude? Oh, you mean, I was gonna say the Big Lebowski, but like, what the fuck is his name? Jeff Bridges? I would not be a Cine 2 nerdle person. Bricky, what are your thoughts on the divergent shatter attachments taking no unique units, getting the +1 to wound? Do you think it'll stay? Yeah, I don't think it's as good as people say it is. I think it's great, but it's not like good enough. Like, +1 to wounds is awesome as shit. Also, have you ever noticed that, like, never mind. I don't know. I do remember. Did you ever realize that if you take blood, like okay, let's say you take Blood Angels, and you take like a Blood Angels detachment. Did you know that if you don't take any Blood Angel units, technically, therefore like no Sangard or Dante or anything, you technically are not a divergent chapter, therefore you get the better version of Oaths? Because you don't have any of their units, technically. Yeah, it's a little dumb. Though at the same time, I mean, you are taking the fancy stuff for their units, normally. I mean, can you imagine taking Blood Angels and not taking Death Company and like Lamarty's or Dante? I mean, you can probably think of it, but like I wouldn't. What do you mean better oaths? Dark Angels, Black Templars, etc. all get oaths of moment. If you don't take those, as in non-codexes, as in Ultramarines, Raven Guard, Salamanders, you get oaths, but it gets +1 to wound in addition. All right. Chatters. My chattity chat. The chattiest chat you have ever chatted. It would appear that it is time to become true gamers. We're becoming too much of a gamer. We have entered the gamer stage. For it is the Warhammer times. It is not quite the end times, but it is the times. For it is now time to watch the great stuff. LVO model reveal stream. Let's go. Big money, big bucks. Oh, hey, Julia Stunts, thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Zanemic as well. Darius, thanks for that one. And so I shared my message about the Powder Mage trilogy. I do not think I've seen your message involving the Powder Mage trilogy. Hi, we met at TwitchCon. Hope you have a great stream. Oh, thank you. We met at TwitchCon. Wait, last TwitchCon? Oh dear. Do you mind reminding me that was like 4 months ago? Do you mind reminding me when when we met? I may need a face to put the name to. So you say TwitchCon, and I'm like, holy shit, that was in September. Bricky estimates my head. Listen, that was so many months ago. 2024. Francis Stella Chuma Stella. Oh, yes. Okay. That was at the rooftop bar, was it? I believe. I think. Please say yes. Because I think that's where I saw them as well. Because Stella is also friends with my friend or my COO Doc, guy with a bunch of sleeve tattoos, big beard, the whole thing like that. Bit of a shorter guy, like 5'6" or so. Maybe I don't really remember. Regardless, thank you so much. I very, very much appreciate the raid. I feel like an asshole. It was so long ago. Oh, that was a great TwitchCon, though. That was probably the best TwitchCon I've been to, now that I think about it. I'm trying to think about it. I think, like, 2024 was the best TwitchCon. It was damn good. Like, it was genuinely a really good one. I had a great time. What am I streaming? So I play Warhammer. It's like a tabletop game, and they have a brand new stream currently going on right now, in which they're showing off more of the little tabletop models, a little plastic, and so basically they're coming out with new ones, and it's getting this. It's generally a whole thing. They do a couple of these every year, and so it starts in about 10 minutes. And so then we're going to be like, oh, new plastic model toy soldier. And then we're all going to pog out of our gourd and do the no way face. And that's going to be my day. I guess my night more so, but that's great. Bricky, what is your opinion on rhinos in future editions? They can't take Primaris, but Chaos don't have any other options. The rhino won't go away. The rhino will stay. It's too iconic. Hey, Burkham's making CSM Army from Balefleet Battle Force, Veterans of the Long War, and the Old Combat Troll. Do you have any advice for someone just coming into CSM? CSM is like made to be kit bashed. Well, orcs are more, but honestly, you are making a Chaos Warband. Get fucky with it. Think about the things that chaos do. Get fucky with it, man. You know? Like, just mess it up. Just mess it up. Be weird. I can't do anything about it. Deathman and Sustice costing $46 shipped to Colombia. Well, it also is going taxes and duties already paid, so you don't got to do any of that when it arrives. So it looks expensive in the start, but then any of those times wherever something gets shipped and then it gets like held by the post office or like taxes got to be paid on it or whatever, that's all gone. So all the duties are gone with it. Yeah, I said duty. Fuck you, chat. Shut up, you children. Don't hee me. I don't know. I mean, predictions, chat. General predictions. I'm definitely thinking Emp Children, 100%. Probably Lucius, maybe some updated Noise Marines. I believe that. For Kill Team, what is a faction with old models that needs a Kill Team to update it from a small scale? We just had Rattling for Guard. No, so I don't think it'll be Guard. I don't think it'll be Guard. Space Wolves, maybe some new. No, you need like a unit though. You don't just. It's not. So no characters are allowed. No characters are allowed. Maybe Grey Knights. I could see Grey Knights. Yeah. Harlequins. I could totally see some new troops. Yep. Chemical King and Cosmo Hawkins. Thank you for the subs, both of you. Appreciate it very much. Thank you. Admech. No, Admech are pretty okay. We may need an Admech kill team, but their models are mostly fun. I'm thinking of like old, decrepit, bad models that we haven't already gotten. So Orcs got their tank busters. We got like Aquilons for guard and Rattlings. There's the Night Lord kill team. New Trazen model. There won't be any characters. I mean, Catachins, but we already had 2 guard. I don't think it's going to be guard again. Like, I don't think it will be guard again. We had Rattlings and Aquilons. I don't think we're going to get another guard. Nids. Nid Warriors. How do you know no characters, did they say? No, but not a single one of the kill teams has a special character in it. It has some characters, like the Broodlord, but I think I'm not mistaken, there are no special characters. Death Garden? Are they, like, named? Like Epic Hero named? Was Typhus in there for? Like, it's not going to be Trazen, is what I'm trying to say. It won't be Trazen. It won't be an updated like Baharoth. Thought that they already did Baharoth. You get the point. Yeah, sorry. No Epic Heroes. My apologies. No Epic Heroes. Maybe Bloodletters. I can see like a demon one. Yeah, I can see like a demon one. Yeah. Leagues would be nice. I would like Leagues, but they did just get the Jaegers recently. Shinji getting the fucking Pacific Rim robot. Kill Team Assault Terminators. Yeah, maybe some Nids. Maybe some Nids. All Necron infantry models have mostly been updated, so I can't think of anything from there. Maybe the Immortals might get an update. They're a little old. Thousand Suns? More Zangors, baby! More Zangors! Let's fucking go! A Zangor kill... Dude, could you imagine a Zangor kill team? Probably not Drukhari. We just got the Mandrakes. World Eaters kill team? I could see a World Eaters kill team. Yeah. Alpha Legion kill team? That would fuck. Craft World Eldar? I don't think so. They just recently got all their Phoenix Lords and Aspect Warriors updated. So I'd probably say probably not them. So if it's kill team, it most likely won't be any new armies, so. I don't know. I don't know. Doom Rider. Doom Rider. Have you read Son of the Hydra yet? Is Son of the Hydra the Alfarius book, that like his Primarch book? Because if so, yeah, I read it. It's pretty good. I like the Kurz one more, but I'm very biased, so don't worry about it. I mean, when the book opens with "My name is Alfarius, this is a lie," I mean, you know you're in for the right book. Me about to low medium kick you to start a brand new drive rush combo. I'm up. All right. I wonder what kind of stock music they got going on. Do you think it'll be organs or something else? Let's find out. Harlequins, maybe? Harlequins would be a good one. Yeah. They got classic Warhammer soundtrack. They got the usual, like, big horns and everything. Who would you want to see? If I had to pick a faction, I would say, like, if I was a generous god, I would bestow it upon the World Eaters. They need it the most. If I was a selfish god, I would ask for something. We got the Sisters of Vitiates and the Night Lords. I'm already pretty selfish. I probably would get Catachin. Probably Catachin, yeah. Yeah, probably. Actually, Bricky, what's your least favorite Primarch book? There was like a Vulcan book, I think, and I went like 2 hours into it and I turned it off. I despise that book. It isn't like particularly bad. It's just so fucking boring. Unfortunately, Vulcans and Salamander books are just not very good. Which really sucks, because the Salamanders are badass as hell. I don't know. I don't know what we'll get for the kill team, that is. What else? What else? I mean, maybe like a Space Marine one I wouldn't mind it. Like some new like Devastator Marines, or you know what? Okay, actually, a 10-man Firstborn tactical squad. Keep it in there. Like, be chill for your old school fans, and just like have the old school 10-man Firstborn tactical squad. Scale it up a tiny bit, but not Primaris sized. Give it a new data sheet, and like these are the new veterans, and you kind of like leave it there. You know, some Mark 7 type stuff. Because at that point, then you finally have a reason to get rid of your old school stubby piggy Marines. Oh boy.
Hey folks, and welcome to
Hi, folk.
Warhammer Preview. My name's Nick, this is Alex, and we're going to be your guides through the next hour or so of wonderful new stuff to look at. Now, the Las Vegas Open is taking place in Nevada right now as we speak. If you're there at the event, we hope you're having a wonderful time. But Alex, we've got some seriously good stuff to look at, right?
We do indeed. We've got stuff from Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40,000, Necromunda.
I love how the Shure SM7B is still the go-to mic for literally everyone everywhere.
Reveal now that I am incredibly excited for.
Oh, we're just getting right into it, huh? All right, what are we starting with? Sigmar? Okay, we're starting with Sigmar. Okay, let's see. Skeletons. Are these Gravelords? I'm still learning what these guys are. Oh, look at that! Look at the bone, the bone horn. Soulblight Gravelords, thank you. That's so cool looking, dude. I mean, there are so many people I know
that
who
is
just are like, I fucking
beautiful
love
box for
skeletons.
Soulblight
I
Gravelords.
want to run
So this is
skeletons.
the Death Rattle army set. And as you can
So,
see,
like, I
it is
mean, this seems cool to
skeleton
me.
heavy.
It is. I bet you're a happy chappy right now.
I am very
Inside
A
the
happy
box,
chappy.
We've got the brand new White Lord and or King on the skeletal steed leading the force there. Lots of the new Barrow Guard and the new Barrow Knights as well. There's 20 Barrow Guard.
That's really
and 5
cool.
Barrow
That's
Knights
cool
in the
stuff.
box. Of course, this box contains the Battle Tome, the War Scroll cards, what you've come to expect. It's really so cool, this box, isn't it, Al?
Hell
Tell me
yeah.
about it, man. What's your favourite part of this?
I think it's going to have to be that
Oh
one.
shit, thanks, Wilf.
So
Are
we'll
you
come to
saving
in a
people from
second.
the ads?
But first of all, who are the Barrow
Hey man,
Guard?
it just it
Right,
runs.
so the Barrow Guard,
It's like a
it's
minute
going to
every half an
basically
hour
be
or something like
the
that.
King
Like
of the
it's
White
not a
Lord's
ton, but
bodyguard.
hey,
And they're
if you're
slain at
subbed,
the
you
time
don't
of
get
his
ads.
death,
So
you know, knowingly or not, willingly or not, they're then interred with him. And so when the curse strikes and he's risen, they come with him.
These are a fantastic
These are pretty
set
good.
of miniatures.
These are
There's
pretty
10
good.
models per kit. You get
I mean,
20
I don't know
in
anything
the
about
Adepticon
Sigmar
army
stuff, but they
set,
look
and you can
good,
make the,
and that's
the
cool.
champion the magician as you normally can. Now, if you already play Soulblight Gravelords and you have Grave Guard in your force, then
Grave
this unit,
Guard.
Barrow Guard, are simply a replacement inside the book for that.
Wait a
unit. So
minute,
you can use
guys.
your Grave Guard model
How do they
as
blow
these
on the
if you'd like to.
horn?
These ones can be armed with both a
They don't
sword and
have any
shield,
lips.
Or you can see some at the back there with the big double-handed axe as well. They're really cool, these guys. Super armored
Magic?
skeletons. The elite skeletons,
You got
as
me.
if such a thing is possible. And in game, they can deliver crit mortal
The
wounds
laugh.
with their weapons and
Dude
protect
magic?
nearby heroes
Oh,
as well. So elite
fantastic.
bodyguards
Thank you,
heroes.
chat, for the primes and the subs.
Indeed, and thinking of elite death rattle units, we've also got the Barrow Knights. So these guys are basically
This
the
dude's beard is
nobles of the Barrow
immaculately
Kingdom.
well trimmed.
They were buried alongside their
Look at it
horses,
in a
so when
moment.
they've risen, they've taken them back. They've retained a little bit more of their sentience than the average death rattle, so they've got some of the little quirks from life. So after battle, they have a habit of grabbing banners and trinkets from the battlefield as trophies.
I like these. Basically, skeletons with a bit
I mean,
of
his is good
personality.
too, but I mean
like
the
that a
other
lot.
guy.
This again, box set is 5 models in the box. They make a champion.
His looks
edition
nice and
standard in
smooth.
there as well. And
Like
again,
mine.
if you've got Black Knights in your force already, these are a sort of almost replacement for those. So you can use your Black Knights as these, or use these new models if you'd like to as well.
Bricky, it's called a
Heavily armored cavalry
trombone.
that
I
can
think they know what
protect
they're
a local
doing.
cavalry,
Fuck, you got me.
hero as well, which is pretty cool. And they've got a rule called Cursed to Rise, where you can just bring models back to the unit with no dice rolls required, which is really cool. So these guys
shit.
just don't
Oh,
die.
shit.
Again, I guess.
Matara.
But who we got leading the force?
Indeed, so
Matara.
this is the
See, look at that
Sentinels
beard.
model
That's
from
well
that
made.
Death Rattle box.
We're
This is
watching
from
the
King. So these guys
LVO
are the
reveals.
demons
Matara,
of the
what's
Barrow
up?
Kingdoms,
How you doing?
And when they're buried,
Thank you
they
for the
tend to be
raid.
opulence. They might have a sarcophagus of
Momos, we're
gold
watching
on
the
their
brand new
bone
miniatures,
chair,
and they've brought
that kind of thing, buried
bones.
alongside their
They brought
bodyguards,
skeletons.
grim, very
I love how
warlike sort of
Matara
kingdoms.
decides to
So
raid me
these
when
guys
I
have an
physically
awful
cannot
lot
raid
of
her
will.
back because
So
she
it
has
takes
me
a very
timed out
powerful
in her
vampire
chat.
to kind of take control of them. And as
Rules
we'll
for
talk
thee,
about a
not
bit
for
when we
me,
go to
huh?
Battle Tome, you can now field entire armies of death rattle skeletons led by these guys.
It's so cool. The king of
But
course
yes,
there
there's a bunch
is
of
one
brand
the
new
two
stuff.
options. can also
You can
make
raid her
White
now?
Lord
Well, I don't
as
want
well.
to.
Sort of maybe a lesser rank of a skeleton hero.
These
on
dudes
the
look so
tabletop,
cool.
The king is a little bit more powerful and can bestow
I'm free.
Barrow curses upon your enemies, which is terrifying.
Doll raid,
whereas
doll
the
raid.
Lord
Wait,
is more
doll
of a leader
raid?
for your
Oh, shit.
cavalry. So he bestows
I don't
a few
see
benefits on the
porcelain.
cavalry units in your
I don't see
army. So if
Joel
you want to have
anywhere.
a whole army of cavalry. This is the guy you want leading it if you wanted it.
Now,
Oh,
these
you're
are the
you're
only
in
leaders
you're
going for the
you're
Soulblight
in
Gravelords, aren't they?
Matara's chat.
Here we are, Prince Vordry, master
Holy!
of the Crimson Keep. Now, Prince Vordry is back from the Age of Myth. He's not been Nagash's favourite the whole time. He was-
Yo!
after a rebellion, he was cursed.
Holy
to basically be bound to the
shit!
Crimson
What a
Keep, which
fucking
was
model!
torn out of time and space, and so it appears
Oh
randomly
my
across the realms.
god!
However, as you'll find out in the Battle Tome, it has been appearing in places Nagash didn't necessarily want it. So there's definitely something going on here. Now, this model is absolutely spectacular. It
It's
is
huge as well. It's
Yeah, no
160
shit.
mil base, which is monstrous.
Hey Joel, how you
So much
doing?
bigger than the
You came with the
previous incarnation
momos.
model.
Yeah.
It was so cool to see, and what a centerpiece model it is as well.
Oh, yes.
That lance is almost as tall as the Revenant Draconeth he sits upon.
That's such a that's a giant
Right?
lance.
He's
Yeah.
assured now as the
That's really
first
funny.
Draconeth to sort of
Remember that
dabble
image
in
of like
necromancy?
Fugan with his
Attempted
big
to
fire
raise
pike and it like
the
extends
Draconeth.
all the way to the
Didn't
top?
go
I'm getting the
particularly
same
well,
vibe
all kind of
there.
backfired.
Dude,
And he ended
transporting
up
that's gonna
undead
suck.
himself.
Magnetize the shit out of that
Beautiful
lance.
model. And of course, the model being a bit bigger means on the tabletop he's got a little bit tougher. His health's gone up to 18, which makes him even harder to kill than he previously was. But just an incredible centerpiece for your Soulblight collection. But that's not the only model that comes in that kit. If you wanted to, you could also build this, the Revenant Draconith, which is essentially a huge sort of zombified dragon, but without a rider on the back.
Yes, indeed. So these are fairly rare. Whilst Nagash and Shordmare did attempt to raise a number of them, Krondys and Karazai did not take well to that and hunted them down. And so if you're a vampire lord in need of something incredibly hard-hitting, and you go in search of one of these,
fucking
you
zombie dragon, dude.
You know, and a lot of willpower to kind of control them. But there's an element whenever they roar, apparently.
That lance will be more broke than me, first time
like
shatter.
There's a memory of who they used to be locked in there.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. There's on the tabletop, these can fly high. Warhammer players from yesteryear might remember flying high, and this Revenant Draconith can do that off the battlefield and then come down later on, striking down if it wants to, and can keep doing that throughout the game, which is really cool. It's a terrifying thing to face, and we'll come on to the book
that's
later
so
on,
cool.
but I wanted to point out that one of the regiments in the one of the regiments of renown in the battle tome is called the Beast of Castle Stenesti, which allows you to take a Revenant Draconith in any death army. So you want one of these in your Ossiarch or your Nighthaunt force, or your Flesh Eaters, you go for it. It's a really cool thing that all death players can have a go at. It's really, really cool. Right, well, we mentioned the battle tome. Let's have a look at that. What can we expect from the battle tome, Alex?
So, the battle tome is...
For those of you who only play 40k, a battle tome is basically a codex, but for Sigmar.
Kingdoms and the Death Rattle skeletons. And as I said before, it allows you to field an entire army just of skeletons. However, that's not all that's in it.
That's your main focus.
Well, I love skeletons. But yes, so we've got all the background, all the lore, all the armies, as you said, the regiments of renown.
I mean,
one of my favourite parts of it
only
is that it
skeletons,
continues the
though.
lore of the vampires, how the Soulblight have kind of reacted to the Hour of Ruin, which
Bad to the
was
bone
time
rift
of blood.
plays.
So, sorry, the time of vile blood, probably
just
because of
normal
all Skaven. Not that tasty.
How much does this thing change from OG
As normal
fantasy?
in the
I'm not quite
battle
sure,
tome,
actually.
expect, so everything from battle
I don't know
formations,
a whole lot about
enhancements,
Sigmar lore. I'm only
spells,
now
and
learning
what I
about
expect to
fantasy
see.
lore.
What's really
So,
exciting,
I'm assuming a good
is
bit.
that for the first time in a long time, we've got new faction terrain and manifestations for the Soulblight Gravelords. But we're not going to show those quite yet. You have to watch out for those in the near future. There are 4 new battle formations in the book, including my favourite.
Hey, what's up, Agent Sandcast? Look for the memberships.
Zombies go across the table.
Yo, 40k
The
hater
Path to
gang,
Glory
but it's
lets you,
AOS.
follow the
Hey,
path of
hey,
either a vampire or a non-vampire hero.
I love good
And there's
models
2 regiments-
because
2
good
armies,
models
sorry,
is
of
an
renown in
artwork
there.
thing,
The Knights
and
of the
it's
Crimson
a
Keep and
hobby,
the Legion, your
and
favourite one,
it is goes
all about
across the
skeletons,
board.
which is cool. And the 2 regiments of renown, which lets you take that Revenant Draconith, and one which again we're going to keep secret for now. There's more coming on that later on, but yeah, absolutely fantastic book as always from the studio.
And also in the battle tome is the new spearhead, the Death Rattle Tomb host, focusing on those Death Rattle skeletons once more.
There's so
this
many
isn't a
skeletons.
replacement for the Bloodgrave Hunt, which is still legal. It just means you're getting an extra spearhead.
So you're going to get to paint a second spearhead for your force.
Oh,
This time,
yes.
a real skeleton crew, right?
That's implying that I've only got 1 spearhead so far.
Well, that's
His
what we get.
penis!
We've got the new spearhead on the way. It's not going to be coming alongside the release. It's going to be a little bit later, so you may have to raise them from dead a little bit after the release. But we've also got a novel from Black Library coming as well, haven't we?
Do indeed. This is the Masters of Death Omnibus by David Annandale, and it brings together
Oh,
a
shit.
number of his stories: Neferata, Mortarch of Blood, Neferata, Dominion of Bones, Dynasty of Monsters, a Soulblight Gravelords novel, as well as 3 shorts.
That's metal as
Threshold,
hell.
Obsidian, The Dance with Skulls. So this is basically your
Chat when they see
gateway
something
to
vaguely
the sort of
female.
background
Wood.
narrative of the Soulblight.
So, Alex, speaking of Black Library, it's time to talk a little bit about this year's Black Library celebration.
Oh. Shade of Cain. Okay, I don't know who this is. Oh, yes, more guard models. Let's go. Minka-lesque. Oh, I don't know who Minka is.
Now, normally we spend a day celebrating Black Library.
Another-
This year,
another
we're gonna go
40
a little bit
trillion
further, a bit
guard
more time,
models.
perhaps, and we're actually
Wait,
releasing
isn't
some
Minka
really
already
cool
have?
models
Isn't she the one with like the
alongside
sword
Black
up
Library
like
celebration and the
this? Like
book coming this time as well.
ah.
First of all, let's have a look at Malaneth Witchblade.
Oh, I
What a
own that
superb
model.
That is. Alex, who is Malaneth? and where's she come from?
So Malineth was one of the daughters of Cain. She was trained as an assassin.
She's the main character of all the Cadia novels. Oh, shit.
Accompanying Gotrek on a number of his
Who's
adventures.
the badass chick in Gaunt's Ghosts
Great.
again? I forget her
Malineth,
name.
Attempted to poison him.
Yeah,
But seeing as Gotrek is still roaming the mortal realms, that did not work out. So despite not being particularly friendly, she did come to
Which one?
have a great respect for him.
Yeah, good point.
Sort of the, what was the hope he brought to
Tona
the mortal
Crid?
realms.
I think it's Crid.
This
Yeah,
is
that
coming
sounds about
alongside
right.
The Shade of Cain by Evan Dickin.
That sounds about
We
right.
showed that off in the last preview.
No, yeah,
It's such
Amberly
a
Vale
good
is
story.
Caiaphas
It really,
Cain
really
shit.
is. On the tabletop, is actually going to be getting its own Legends war
Or
scroll to
Creed.
use,
Yeah,
in
it's
the
pronounced
game as
weird,
well, if
that's
you'd like
right.
to use that model.
Whatever.
She excels in hiding inside units and leaping out. Again, Elven Assassin fans from yesteryear might recognise that as a thing that's happened before.
I love the Black Library minis they've been doing recently. They did Uftak,
a great model,
and it looks
use it on
awesome.
offensive, maybe as a high gladiatrix in your Daughters of Cain army, and you need to make sure you're visiting Warhammer stores during the Black Library celebration, because there'll be some exclusive scenarios to play with her on the tabletop too.
Very cool.
Which will be very cool. So that's Malineth Witchblade coming soon.
I hate the Legends of the
But
Black
also,
Library models.
Black Library
I do
celebration,
too. I wish
we
they had the
have
real
this.
rules.
This is Hell's Last.
That
new
looks-
command squad
those
starring
look
Minka
so
Lesk
good.
And her command squad. Alex, who is Minka Lesk?
So Minkalesk is one of the
Dude, the Commissar looks so
survivors of
fucking
Cadia. She
good.
managed to escape, and as a White Shield, she then became a guardsman. So the White Shield is sort of the planetary defense forces of Cadia.
They're child
She's
soldiers.
risen
Let's
all
not
the
get
way to
let's not get
captain.
crazy here.
And this is coming out at the same time as the novel of the same name, Hell's Last.
Yeah, we've seen that's coming from Justin D. Hill.
Indeed.
We've seen Minka Lesk in other books before. It's the Last White Shield Omnibus is available as well from Black Library. Do check that out.
It's pretty
On
good.
the field, she's also getting
They're
her
doing
own
the
Legends,
women
Data
faces a
Boxes
little
in-game
bit
as well,
better
should you want to,
lately.
but it's also a great collector's box set to just paint
yes.
up.
That
And if you
flag
want to
looks
use
so
alternative
cool.
miniatures, I mean, Lesk would make a great sort of alternative Castellan for your Astra Militarum force. I mean, that's Commissar Shand. That would make a great alternative Commissar for your force if you wanted to as well. So just a really beautiful box of miniatures to get painting on.
Now, going
Battle
from the
Popes?
41st millennium,
Yeah, that's
we're going
40K for ya.
old to the old world.
Old world. All right. Old world mentioned raw. I love square bases. Oh, these look so. They're so cute. They're so antiquated in a way. They're elves. Yeah, pointy hats. Yep. Hey, I'll be completely honest, everybody. Not the biggest fan of old world miniatures. Not my cup of tea. But you know what? If you guys like them, that's all that matters.
So the High Elf realms return to the old world, and we're starting off with that wonderful battalion box, like we've seen for other releases. It is jam-packed full of troops.
Yeah,
We've
so
got
these are the
32
munkles.
spearmen,
The
32
munkles.
archers, and those two
These are the
Tyrannosaurus
models for your uncle who originally
Tyrannosaurus,
played
iconic.
Warhammer in
Right, the Tyrannosaurus ones are
1987
pulled by the horses,
and really wants
at the
the
front
old
is the
school
one
style of
called
models
Lion, is
from
the white lion
way
chariot
back
for
in
Shrakes
the
as well, a
Rogue
bit more
Schrader
Rogue
first edition.
but yeah, the High
And
Elf
once
guys
they
do
get
love
the
into
old
faction,
fantasy
in the old
vibe
world,
right
and it's great
back.
to see them coming back.
And you know what?
They
That's
are
a
as
market,
elite as it
baby.
gets when it comes
That's the
to
fucking
forces like
market,
this, so
the
all
munkles.
their, models are just better than yours, basically, and the elves like telling you about it as well. Yeah, this battalion force is a great way to start an army. It's not just the only thing that's coming alongside the High Elf Realms release, though. There's loads of other.
This is
classic
where
models
the
coming
people
too.
still mad about Primaris
We've
go.
got the Lord on Dragon.
Okay,
These are
that's
the White
sick.
Lions
Wait,
of
hold
Trace.
on. Go back to that
We've got
dragon.
Swordmasters of Hoeth, the Illyrian Reavers, evil
Unkhammer.
football throwers, because why use gunpowder?
Okay,
This is
Unkhammer's
so
pretty
reliable.
good. But wait,
Well,
that
there's a few of
dragon
our
was actually
favourites, right?
badass,
But
though.
there is loads more, and I'm sure you'll see some pictures on the Warhammer community website if you want to go and check those out. But basically, if it was in plastic before, you can pretty much get hold of it now.
Oh, yes.
So High Elf fans are going to be really happy about that. Now, Alex, there's loads of miniatures people will recognise from yesteryear, of course, but there are some new models coming alongside the release too, right?
There are indeed. The first is a Shire Vest, the Sentinel of the Silent Isle. This is basically one of the Sea Lord's most capable and long-serving warriors. She's been trusted with the coastal garrison of the Silent Isle, and she's ascended through the ranks through years of dedicated service. You imagine the elves are quite the meritocracy, and she spent most of her recent years hunting for Norscan raiders because they've been a lot more active.
Oh, that's really cool. I like the fact she's carrying
Norscan are pretty
Matlan's ire.
pretty neat.
She's irritated with you.
I just learned about those recently.
It's great. We've also got this.
I mean, they basically are like, you want Chaos Vikings? Here's Chaos Vikings, kid.
Since the
And they're
invasion
cool.
of Chaos has basically been plagued by horrible beasts. And so basically part of their ritual is you need to go out and hunt one of the white lions. And you're not deemed to be a true warrior of Trace without having captured and killed one of these lions. And they tend to bring back the pelts. So if you're a lord from Trace, you're going to have one of these.
And a giant axe as well.
Oh, yes.
You've got to have one of those too. Now, let's have a quick chat about the Arcane Journal, because those two characters are quite relevant to the book that's coming alongside it. This is,
Elves.
as the players will know, an in-depth look at the history of the High Elves and the stories of their forces and full rules on how to use their armies outside of the forces of fantasy they will all have in that book, right?
Indeed.
What more can we tell about the background that's in the book here?
This book, as we've seen from past releases, the elves tend to focus on Ulthuan.
Me and the Total
However,
War
this
Boys about to make a
Arcane
full
Journal
stack of
focuses
High
more on
Elves,
their-
archers, and
their lasting
checkerboard
holdings in the
formation
old
for
world,
an
a lot of
army.
their Seaborn forces. So Shia
Listen,
Best has
Unk,
got her own,
isn't it
sort of
past your
army
bedtime?
formation in this, and we think of like elite expeditionary
Let's get you
forces.
back into the home.
There's some stories from Corhill Lionmane and the White Lions of Trace as they venture into Bretonia to basically hunt down some beastmen. Without permission. There's a little bit of diplomatic tomfoolery going on in there, but it's a wonderful read.
The two armies of infamy you have mentioned there. The
Pancreas
first one
no work
is
is going
the,
wild
Sea
for the
Guard
knife ears right
garrisons,
now.
all
Yeah,
Northern
I know.
Army,
Warhammer is
and
all
includes
unks,
best
that's
there, of
fine.
course, and not to mention lots of
I just
different ways
learned
to
that
build
word
your
like
models and different
yesterday
ways to
anyway,
represent things
so
like
I have to use
ship's
it more.
company,
Oh, yes.
or that sort of thing. And the other army is the Trace and War Host. That's the one that led by the Corhill Lionmane, who is on the way, but
He's at the event?
And
Oh,
also
shit.
The model we just saw as well, which represents a high elf noble with the Trace and
What is an
Hunters
unk?
honor, which
It's
is quite cool. That's why it carries a
Zoomer
big axe.
slang for
Also
like an
inside the
old
defined
person,
historical
like
scenario,
uncle,
There's a refight of the Battle of Chalons as
unk,
Corhill releases
grandpa,
forces
that
against
kind of
the
thing,
beastmen,
old man.
and brand new
Yeah, like,
units,
all right,
brand
unk,
new
come
units
on, let's
are in
get
that
you
book.
home.
Some which will have models which we haven't seen yet, but also quite a lot which show you
Which,
how to
if it's
construct your plastic
if
models
it's
in a different way.
Zoomer saying it,
Book
then
tells
that
you how to
means
convert
it's
models into
anyone
sort of
over the
things
age
like
of 25.
Tracian,
Because the
huntsmen or
concept of age has been
woodsmen
lost
or
on
ship's company,
humanity.
Sort of thing. It's a really cool sort of like a conversion guide in there. It's really, really great. So there we go.
Old World
hey, talking
mentioned
cool
Raw. I
armies,
love
talking cool
Ulthuan. I will defend the
armies
Donut
on parade.
Islands.
It's that time to start talking about Armies on Parade again this
Oh.
year. and
Already?
It is indeed. We are happy to announce that Armies on Parade is coming back again for 2025.
Let's go.
This is the 15th year of Armies
15th
Parade.
year. I actually entered its first ever year. That's made me feel really old. That's my first Ultramarines. So it's great to have Armies on Parade back again. Of course, this is the Games Workshop's premium army painting competition.
Indeed.
So if you want to take part in that, it's happening. It's a great deadline to get forces. You've taken part as well.
Oh, yes.
Before.
Hell yeah.
Probably
Some of those
last
are
5
insanely
years I've
good.
made sure to do something.
We've got the new categories coming this year.
Obviously.
We've sort of made the categories a bit simpler to make sure people can understand what they're going to be. You can enter as a solo entrant, paint an army yourself, basically. Young bloods for our younger hobbyists. And this time we've got a team category as well, so you can enter as a team. Maybe want to get all of us Warhammer Plus guys together and paint one together. Maybe we could do that. You never know. That'd
that's
be
a
quite
challenge.
Cool. That's a challenge. But yes, we've got Armies on Parade happening this year. Dates and the exact timings of what's going to happen this year and when you need to get stuff painted by will be coming on the Warhammer Community website. So check that out as soon as you possibly can. I'm thinking I'm going to win some Ultramarines this year. This is going to be my year. I reckon I'm going to go for it.
Ultramarine.
I think I'll go for a bit of a change. But right, we've got something else to show you now.
Okay. Huh? Necromunda? Oh, those look sick. Wait, holy. My Arrakis. Okay, that terrain piece is absolutely, as the kids like to say, bussin'. All right, those dudes look awesome. They would make amazing Gene Stealer cults or something.
So we've arrived in Necromunda and we've been greeted by the Shadar Hunters.
Lisan al
Great
Gaib.
models for the Ash Waste Nomads, right?
So these guys are basically
That's
the masters
cool,
of
man.
navigating the wastes and living there.
Those are
scouts,
great
trackers,
looking,
hunters, that sort of
great
thing.
looking
They're
models.
very much
Holy.
in touch with sort of the beasts of the wastelands as well. So you can see that all of their weapons tend to be like Helamite claws that have been strapped on, that sort of thing. They're very sort of old school and in touch with
My new
the
Chaos
wastes themselves.
cultists. Yeah, I mean, there's a million kit bashes you could run. They're kind of nurgly, aren't they?
Elite gang fighters for Ash Waste Nomads gangs.
A little bit.
They've got a really cool ability called Wasteland Ambushes. If you're playing a game in the Wastelands, kind of like a trapdoor spider, they just wait in like in a burrow and just ambush out halfway through the game, which is quite good fun. They're completely combat focused. They don't even have access to pistols on their equipment list, which is so just all about combat. And they're just wonderful, wonderful miniatures. You can take
Ash Waste Nomads are those that live in the god-awful waste outside the hive. Oh, I assume.
Wonderful things to paint.
I assume that the people who live in Necromunda wastes who are just like awful.
But Alex, they're being accompanied by these weird little Athromite spine worms. What are these?
So these things
Look
are
how cute that
really
is.
seen, by outsiders accompanying the nomads. So they've adapted really well to survive in Necromunda's toxic environment, and they're incredible burrowers. So they'll go through sand, ash, rock, flesh, and they're basically their barbed fangs, once they dig into something, are nigh impossible to get rid of. And their saliva contains an anticoagulant.
Its head looks like the Bug Queen from Mass Effect. Listen, you fucking degenerate. Use its name. It's the Rachni. It's the Rachni Queen from Mass Effect 1, Novaria, Benezia's mission.
They can just burrow through impossible
Thank you very
terrain like it
much.
wasn't even there, just gnashing their way through walls. Which is
Put
really,
some
really cool.
respect
So
on
wonderful
Mass
it was there
Effect.
as well. But also coming alongside these is the Nomad weapon upgrades.
Rack these
we've got
nuts
a lot
in
of
your
guns
mouth.
and a lot of stuff in here. What have we got, man?
Very rusty. You can see a lot of blast carbines, heavy blasters, web pistols, web guns, notably scavenged autogun, because they don't obviously have manufacturing facilities of their own.
Is Mass Effect good?
These are,
How many years ago was
basically
Mass Effect
completing
1?
all the weapons
17?
for your Ash Waste Nomads gang. So there's weapons in
18
there that
actually.
you may not be able to
It
get
was
hold of before.
2007.
Now you can. This is your complete equipment list, but it also contains things like extra heads, shoulder pads, sky mantles. So it's not just weapons; it's basically a conversion box for your and a customization box for your Ash Waste Nomad gang. You want to get hold of this if you possibly can. But all of this, of course, is coming alongside the Tribes of the Wastelands book.
It is indeed. So this is basically your house book for your Ash Waste Nomads. However, it's not told from their
UNC
point of
stands for
view. So
Bricky?
nobody's really
No, it's the
spoken
UNC.
to the
That's
nomads before.
something in
this is
Halo
told
or something.
by
I don't know.
an outsider, basically describing things. So all the terms we have for the nomads are, well, they come from people who aren't the nomads themselves. And it talks about
UNSC?
sort of
Yeah, I
subfactions,
know.
the yellow
United Nations
nomads,
Space
etc.
Command.
And it details a lot of the beasts, the Helamites. But it also describes their electrostatic weaponry, because they tend
Don't
to
tell me
avoid
how old the
machines.
game is. I just finished my replay again
This
tonight.
is a really good
You know,
way to stop a machine. So
Mass Effect
one
1
should
holds
not
up and
ride on
doesn't
various
hold up at the
beasts.
exact
They're
same
trying to
time.
hunt down those beasts
There's
and
lots
stop
of parts of
them,
it that hold up
shocking them with
real
static
well,
things
and then there are
they
other
can
parts that just
capture them to
don't.
ride on them, which is
Most of the
perfect.
combat.
Inside the book, you can find lots of
Even the
rules.
updated
Great
combat's
tribes
not
mentioned
good.
there have been expanded upon. The nomads get their very own trading post as well, which is great. Lots of strange and exotic items on there. There's 2 themed scenarios for people to play, as well as hired guns, hangers-on.
Me
matches
doing all the
personalised,
Mass Effect
everything you
animations.
expect from a house book right here for the Ash Waste Nomads. So if you're a Nomads player, you want to get your cowled hands on these.
Oh, yes. But that's not all that's coming for Necromunda.
Okay.
There are also some terrain kits. Nice.
Doing all
Thanatos
the
pattern
usual.
Fortified hab module. This is basically a really nice armored.
That's so
I'd
cool,
say a
dude.
little safe zone out in the
I
west.
love this. I love this thing. This is so awesome looking. It's gonna break immediately.
For those. Do they?
No, it's got some grenade launchers and heavy stubbers. They're mounted on the sides, and players can sort of decide how they want to use those if they want to.
No
They
shot. I
can
remembered
upgrade
all of
the
them.
covers if you
There's still
really
more
want, but
I
there's
didn't
every chance that those might
do
fall into the
yet,
hands
but
of the
you
enemy,
know.
so maybe not worth spending
Don't forget
creds on
the
them there. But it's just a really cool upgraded version of the Thanatos Panon.
that one too. too.
seen before. To have those extra bits on top of it is a really nice addition to your collection to sort of make your Outland hub settlement look a little bit, well, you say safe. It's still the Ash Wastes, right?
Oh, yes.
That's not all the terrain we've got coming. There's also the Zone Mortalis ruins, the ruined Underhive sector here as well. This is essentially 3 sets of the existing ruined Zone Mortalis terrain sets come together into one box, bundled together.
Well, it
to
looks
make it
good,
really
but,
easy
you
to
know.
purchase. And how many do you reckon you're going to get?
Ooh, at least one, because I think just
Because you're
one
not
set
going to be able to
you
get
get
any
a
more than
nice
one
Necromunda
before it
board.
sells out.
If you got 2 sets, you'd have multiple layers, and
It's like the
beautiful.
dream.
Those do
board,
look like
isn't
good
it? And
ruins.
imagine- you mean, 140,000
Problem is,
versus
Games
12,
Workshop
140,000
terrain is so fucking
140,000
rough,
versus
and you
12
can get away with
great
using 2
editions.
soda bottles.
Those are coming soon. There we go.
Right, so looking a bit further into the future.
Kill
We've got
Team!
Kill Team.
Kill
which is
Team!
Going to be
All right.
continuing to get boxes throughout the year. Underworlds, as we saw, got a brand new edition. We showed off a little roadmap a few months ago. That's going to continue to get releases going forward. Middle Earth, of course, has just got a brand new release. The Horus Heresy. Now, Heresy Thursdays are back.
They're back.
Keep an eye on Warhammer
Yes.
Community for more information. There's
Excellent.
models, there's information coming up. It's brilliant. Black Library Celebration, as we've said, is coming up in February. Warcom is going to have news for all of those, but the Old World. Now, we've seen a whole host of stuff come out for the Old World, and we've just shown off the High Elf realms. And if you've been keeping track
being
based on,
blue-balled.
what we showed off, there are 2 more factions to come.
Yeah.
The Beastman Brayherds and the Wood Elf realms.
So we can confirm they are on the way.
Yes.
They are in the near to soon future for Old World players. And there may be other stuff coming as well, which we
Yes,
won't know about. So keep your hint there.
Outside of the tabletop,
Yep.
we also have something to reveal for Space Marine 2. So last year we saw Space Marine 2 come out, and you know, we've all had an immense amount
I've
of
been
fun
playing it
playing
to
it.
death, man.
I
I'm
mean,
level
cool,
22
but
on
where's the kill
PvP right
team?
now. I love this game so much.
Level
There are
22 in
over
PvP, brother. I was
5
level 22 like the
million
3rd day.
Of course, means that Focus and Saber have all the more reason to continue to keep developing the game. We've seen new weapons, enemies, maps, skins.
Kill Team wasn't on the
Now,
card.
there's
No!
gonna be another PvP game mode, new PvE maps, and more cosmetics.
Thank God for that. The
various
3
chapters.
game modes and the 3
So that
maps
we
were
can
getting
reveal
very
that
stale.
The next enemy that you're going to
Oh shit, a Biovore!
Biovore.
Oh, good. Like, I can't wait to hit that thing with a chainsaw and execute it and get my health back. It's such a wonderful game to play.
Yeah, that's
I
what
know
happens, yeah.
Folks watching it will have played it a lot. And Biovore's coming
You
soon
know,
as
when
well
they
as
added
all
the
that collection
Zangor on the
stuff.
disc, I was
gonna
like,
make it
this doesn't look that cool. And then the Zangor did fucking donuts on me in the game. And I was like, oh shit, it's actually really cool.
So, we showed off on the last preview Auric War Clans and Gloomspite Gits. This time we've shown
was
off
it?
Soulblight Gravelords.
Just-
and
just-
Path of the
there's a
Glory book for
Biovore?
narrative players.
No
However,
gameplay, just they showed the image of the
more
bio.
stuff coming.
Okay,
We've got the Eideneth Deepkin
Okay.
and the Night Haunt coming you know,
got it.
fairly soon.
They're notoriously very fast moving, so
Okay.
they'll be here quite soon. Both those forces, but that's not all as well, because
No.
a bit further on the horizon, well, we're not going to tell you what's coming. We're just going to show you some cryptic pictures, and hopefully you can work out what's going on there.
Is there no
I've got a
kill
good
team?
idea
Really?
about 2 out of the 3 of them. What about you? You reckon?
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. All right.
I think plenty of people at home will be able to figure out what these are, given a bit of time.
Yeah, absolutely. If you've got a good idea what you think those are going to be, just fire it in the comments down below. We want to see what you think. And of course, even
I mean, it's
further
corn on the
out,
far left, but you
even
know.
more cryptic. No idea what that could be, but we want to hear your guesses for sure.
It's a silhouette.
It's definitely a thing. Let us know what you think that's going to be. But there's more for Warhammer 40,000 coming
There
too,
is
right?
indeed. So, as we said before, last time we showed off the Eldari and Deathcore of Krieg, and at Christmas,
Yeah.
we revealed Fulgrim.
Now,
Yeah,
Fulgrim, of course, is just not just a great model in himself, but is also the herald of the Emperor's Children coming. And we've been teasing and teasing you guys for a long time. The Emperor's Children are on the horizon very, very shortly. What's coming after those guys?
Yes, a little bit further out, we've got the World Eaters, the Death Guard, and the Thousand Sons. However, just a little bit further in the future, we
Okay.
also have, again,
More stuff.
4 more cryptic releases.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a pretty good idea of at least
Okay,
2 of
Knights.
those. There we go. That's what's coming on the horizon.
Looks like Grey Knights.
And again,
There's
what's
something
even further.
Salamanders.
No idea
Okay.
what that could be.
That also
I
looks like a
think it's
Space
a
Marine.
It could be 2 Votan warriors still on
That looks like a Space
we don't
Marine.
know.
What,
It could be-
those look like a
yeah,
power
that's what
pack on the
we
back
think
and a
it could be.
Space Marine and a
That's what's
Gladius on the
coming in
back.
the
What do you mean?
Now, Alex. Now, we just talked about the Emperor's Children there.
Yes.
We didn't say Fulgrim, we said the Emperor's Children. And we've been teasing and teasing and teasing you guys out there for an awful long time. I think it's time to have a look.
Fucking finally, thank Christ. Okay. Come on. Okay. Those are Noise Marines. Oh, they look so weird. Oh my god, they look so weird. The flawless blades. The Lord Exulent. Oh. Oh, it's him. Oh god. Oh god, he looks so strange. Okay. Okay, okay.
Okay, they're here. It's finally time to talk about the
They look
Emperor's
so
Children.
ugly.
You guys have been waiting. Let's go for it. Now, at Christmas, we
But
showed
like,
off Fulgrim,
I kind of
the
like them.
Primarch
Okay,
of the
I love the
Emperor's Children,
Fulgrim
of
model. I know
course.
not everyone likes the Fulgrim
What a
model.
Christmas
I
gift that was
fucking
for all of us.
love the Fulgrim model.
Alex, for those not in the know, who is Fulgrim? Why they're important?
So Fulgrim was the demon primarch of the Emperor's Children, and basically where he once pursued sort of perfection and mastery, he's now become the
Also, his
embodiment
new
of obsession.
his new
He shed his
mask,
mortal
his
form
like
and has
face
basically
mask looks
become
super
this
cool.
Demonic entity. He's spent most of his time
His helmet.
both in the warp and in real space, desperately trying to seek out new sensations and experiences, occasionally returning to wreak havoc, not to mention some Primarch in blue.
We're not going to talk about that. It doesn't appear in the Ultramarine records. It's just the most.
There was a spelling
stunning
error there.
miniature,
It was Ultramarine
you've seen up close as well.
records.
It's just beautiful
Oh.
and huge, and just
Yes.
what a centerpiece that's going to be for a table. And yeah, long awaited return for Fulgrim to the 41st millennium. On the gaming table, as you can imagine, Fulgrim is an absolute monster and will cut down swathes of enemies with their malefic lash, demonic blades, and serpentine tail, just causing havoc.
3 weapons.
They can issue demonic poisons on the battlefield. I'm told that they once poisoned my Primarch at some point. We're going to talk about maybe on the battle. You can do that too, and you can choose demonic powers each battle round, much like other Primarchs can do as well.
Okay,
and one
so
of those is that they can always fight first, which is just incredible.
Yes.
As a heads
Okay,
up,
okay.
my colleague Simon and I from Battle Report had a one-on-one Fulgrim versus Angron just before Christmas, and Fulgrim won all 3. I mean, it was just great. So there we go. Fulgrim on the way, monstrous on the table, and long awaited. You gotta
Okay.
get your paintbrush on that one. But let's talk about
This
the
means nothing
army
to me at
set
the moment.
we've seen
Okay,
as well.
okay,
This is
thank
the
you.
Children of Slaanesh army set, which includes brand new miniatures. Packed to the gills, brand new miniatures. The first up is the Lord Exultant. There, the new Lord choice comes out in a second. You've got a unit of Tormentors, who are the sort of battle line unit. The Infractors, who are the combat unit, and of course, the Noise Marines are back as well with their huge sonic weaponry, as well as the Codexes in there too. Right, let's break this down. Okay, we'll start off then with the Lord Exultant.
I'm a
who is the
little
new Lord
mixed.
choice
This
for the
dude
Emperor's
looks
Children.
incredible.
Who is a Lord Exultant, and why do they have the coolest?
I
cloak
love
going
that
in the
guy.
41st millennium?
So these guys basically embody everything that the Emperor's Children are. They are desperately seeking more experiences, sensation in all its forms. They've had loads of various surgeries.
Yeah, like
and
I'm swapping
stings,
between
to
this is
basically
peak
enhance their sensory
and this is
abilities.
okay.
Basically, receiving signals that would drive anybody else insane. But it does give them rather special abilities, even for a space marine. So, they can detect an assassin in the breeze, even the faintest trail of fuel use somewhere else. They can feel the vibrations in the floor for approaching enemies. They're just incredible combatants.
They're just so cool.
I love their weird faces. Like that dude's face, it looks awesome. Love that guy also.
Or something called a screamer.
I like that guy's face too. He looks so weird. That's fucking cool.
Or a plasma pistol as well.
The head is so weird and creepy and
There's
terrifying.
loads of things you can do with this model, and in the game, you're talking about sort of like trying to find those big experiences. Once per battle, they can
It's very
go into
Hellraiser,
euphoric
yeah.
strikes mode and just try and experience.
That's
everything and get
I like
super
that.
horrible
That's
in
peak
combat,
Slaanesh.
which is
That's
great.
just like
So
fucking
wonderful miniature,
weird.
great on the tabletop. but they lead the forces, and we'll start off talking about the Tormentors. And these are the sort of
These guys I'm mid on.
Battle line unit with bolt guns.
These
Tell me
look
about these
like
guys who are-
just
So, yeah, these guys
mediocre
are the
legionaries.
these guys are
Those
tactically
guys I'm very
flexible,
mid on.
and they tend to fight at range. They see themselves as sort of exemplars of what a Space Marine should be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it's like
they're
the
just
loyalists.
legionaries in a sense.
Not even close.
Arguably, I think they look
They're
not as good as
an awful
legionaries
lot of
because the
pride,
legionaries for
and they
CSM look really good.
have a habit of assigning themselves missions and targets.
They look
and
like
most generals
30K.
kind of think
They
of
look
that
like
as
they look
an
like Heresy
acceptable
era
cost
Marines.
for having them on their side. They hate performing basically what they would see as tedious tasks, so they don't like guard duty.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
The kit itself is just jam-packed full of options.
See, that dude in the front
Excellent
looks
control
cool. He got the
patterns,
weird
seen a
skin
few of the
face, and the dude on the
options
left looks
shown
cool
sneaking
too.
off on the One Community website over the last few months.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is
They're
the final kit
okay.
here in front of you. On the table.
I mean, aren't they though? Well, yeah, but so are legionaries. But legionaries look different.
They can even defy
Like, legionaries
objectives.
look very
Don't
different.
Think about it, but making them sticky objectives basically. They are infiltrators. They can actually
Okay,
sneak
yeah,
forward
I'm
before the battle
flipping.
begins,
I'm like a little.
which
I'm
is
here
great.
and
So
there. I'm
expect
here and there
source
on these
ball control
guys.
Just great.
I think maybe the
monsters.
paint
Really
job
are.
needs to be a bit
And
better.
alongside
Yeah,
those
I
are the
agree.
combat units, the
I think if they were flat
Infractors.
pink, they would look better
tell me about
instead of
these
this
guys.
weird
These guys are all
mixture
about
of black
getting
and
up
pink.
close and personal. They sort of live for the thrill of
The
combat.
beaky,
and they tend to
the
dose
beaky
themselves
heads are
on
great.
Toxins and stims, basically to elevate that sensation. And
See,
there's
that one's a little bit
wonderful
better. I like the
term in
gimp
codex,
mask.
which is called Murderous Orchestra.
That one's fine. It's okay.
It's almost like killing as an art form.
I love these guys.
Eh.
In game terms, they are scouts. They start the game a bit further forwards, but also their movement 7 on the battlefield. You'll find that just about everything in the army is faster than standard Space Marines are, and they have precision on their weapons as well. So enemy heroes beware. Just beautiful models.
And that's really mean
they're
much.
so fast, you might not even need to put them in a Rhino, but you might want to. Okay, so also in the army set are 2 squads of Noise Marines.
Okay,
These
so
guys are again beloved.
I like.
and we've
Okay, the
seen
dude
them
on the
before, but
left,
who
the
are
mask on the
Noise Marines? This
left
actually
looks
cultivated
super
originally.
cool.
So they're basically champions of Slanesh that desire the experience of sound, and they want to have it to the extreme. So they've various.
Thanks,
stims
Bekwinkinska, or whatever the hell your name is.
some of them are
Bekwinkinska.
Xenos origin, to allow them both to hear sound better, but also to admit it. They've got various warp mutations, and they carry weaponry that can emit, say, really powerful bass tones that'll shatter bones, horrifying metallic screeches that'll make your head explode. Really, sound is their jam.
This is so Slaneshi. I absolutely love these guys. There are 6 models in the box, of course, the blessed number of Slanesh. They are bigger and tougher than other Marines. Think Havoc equivalents from Chaos Space Marines.
Yeah, I like
and they
these.
carry all manner of sonic
I like these
weaponry.
Noise Marines.
Sonic blasters are the sort of standard gun. As
They
it
look
were.
cool. The
And they
guns
also
are huge.
carry
I love the
blast masters,
speakers.
so it can be tuned
I
to
love the
different
giant
frequencies,
speakers on their
to
backs.
destroy armored targets or to rupture the eardrums of numerous hordes. They're just the coolest models, led by the disharmonist there, their leader. who's
The
got amplifiers on his
disharmonist.
shoulders as they run. Just the coolest box. And there's 2 units of them in the army deal as well, so do get hold of that. But the army set isn't the only thing that's coming for the Emperor's Children. Let's have a look at some more. And of course, one of the most famous heroes for the whole Chaos faction, Lucius the Eternal. Tell me about this
That's
guy.
just great.
Lucius the Eternal.
That's
I think
just
the best
that's
swordsman in
fucking
existence.
great.
He's basically one of the greatest champions
Yeah,
of the
that-
Emperor's
that's
Children, and he seeks
no
out
complaints.
equal paragons amongst
No
enemies.
complaints.
So he'll hunt down your characters, your blade masters, that sort of thing. He basically wants to test his skills. However, he has not always succeeded. But should he be struck down, if you take even a minuscule moment of satisfaction in your kill, you will turn into Lucius,
that's
and your
incredible.
face will be resplendent on his armor for all eternity. Now, the armor is sort of a double-edged sword in this regard, because
The faces on the
every face
armor.
it
Oh, I
is
didn't even notice
obviously
on his
somebody who's
leg.
not killed, and
This
that
bottom left of the
proves his
leg.
pride more than
It looks
anything.
like
It's kind of tripping him.
it looks like that
Little
SpongeBob
bit
meme where
insane.
he is
Holds
like
an awful lot of
Mermaid Man
contempt
and
for everyone and
Barnacle
everything.
Boy, and then you see SpongeBob like into the fucking
Really tells of
wall.
the pride and arrogance really coming across on it. On the
Yeah, look at the
battlefield,
chest.
Incredibly skilled fighter. They use
It's
their
literally
blade of
that.
glare and the lash of torment to subdue hordes of enemies, which is cool. He's actually a lone operative, but can still join units. But when he fights alone, he is just better. Because he fights alone. Basically, don't let this fighter anywhere near your warlord because he's going to kill it, which is great. Absolutely brilliant model. Alongside Lucius, we also have the elite unit, the flawless blades.
I love these guys. These are great. These dudes look so fucking weird. The dude on the left with the clockwork orange eyes, he has his eyelids held open by metal. Fucking egghead looking ass with the fucking exposed ribs.
They dose themselves up on stims.
They look so dumb, but in like a great
their
way.
Incredible pride means that they never want to share their form, so they're never going to get sort of completely taken over by a demon, but they're more than happy to accept their gifts.
They're just stunning models.
So they're kind of like possessed.
3 models in a box, loads and loads of options to customize your miniatures to make them look as prideful as you want them to. On the battlefield, they are horrifying combat.
So kind of like 8 bound.
Well, imagine wielding their bliss blades.
Or 8 bound.
Terrifying skill. Now, Alex, you talked about those demonic patrons and their lore as well, and on the battlefield, that's represented. They can call upon these dark powers to give them extra powers in combat. But at a risk, because if they don't actually get any kills, they're punished with their own deaths. So it's a big risk.
Oh, that's cool.
Really very celestial and very fun.
That's cool.
Now, also
get a
coming
buff.
for the Emperor's Children is the Lord Cacophonist.
That's that dude.
Incredible miniature with a huge amplifier.
That dude looks awesome.
So these guys, as with the Noise Marines, are obsessed with sound.
The giant speaker.
Sound, able to issue sonic assaults at basically any scale. They're believed by some to actually be able to cause vibrations within the warp itself.
Oh, that's cool.
So these guys are basically surgically sculpted even beyond the normal Noise Marine, and that amplifier on their back is the Doom Siren, and that basically.
That's where the new Doom Sirens come from now.
ASMR, but for Slaneshi Marines, it's awesome.
Great core.
We've got the options on the kit. You can have Screamer pistols or a power sword there as well. He's got a rule called Obsessive Enunciation, which if he joins Noise Marines, give them sustained hits, which is just incredible.
Sure, okay.
Yeah, he can use the Doom Siren to blow people's heads up as well, which is just great. A wonderful miniature, very Slaneshi, and if you're getting
Obsessive Enunciation.
Now, also coming for the Emperor's Children in the future is the Combat Patrol. It's called the Callous Blades inside the Codex. It's not coming quite yet, but it will be coming in the future, and it's a seriously combat-focused combat patrol there. So,
okay, that dude's helmet.
Blades,
dude,
and a Lord Exultant, so you can really get stuck
dude,
in.
that
going to be horrifying.
some of these
not
heads.
quite yet. Now, of course, in the army set is coming the Emperor's Children Codex. This one's been waited for a long time by hobbyists out there. Tell me, what's the first thing that caught your eye?
So, as expected, this is a work of perfection. It's got everything from the background and the lore in it, a little bit of explanation about what Fulgrim's been up to, how the Emperor's Children, various warbands have been fractured. But my favourite thing is these little cutouts that appear on various pages, basically describing the stims, the toxins, the drugs that the Emperor's Children have been using. And one of my favourites is scalathraxine dust, which is basically this crystalline powder that they put in their eyes that grows crystals and would drive anybody else mad. But the Emperor's Children love it.
Wow, 40,000 is really grim. I love it. Of course, gamers can expect to find everything they usually find inside a codex, from all the army rules. They've got a new army rule.
All right, that's pretty Emperor's Children-y.
Advance,
Crystal Fent,
back and still charge, but with a few restrictions. But it's still exciting. 6 new detachments, which let you achieve various levels of perfection in there. And we've got lots of models. All the models we've seen are included, of course. All the rules.
The Emperor's Children alone have more than Tau, Gene Stealer cults, and
Custodes. If you want to start your
Custodes.
forces right now to get ready for this, you could paint some Terminators, a Helldrake, a Demon Prince, Rhinos, Land Raiders, Spawn are in there, Mauler Fiends too. And what's really exciting
Slicks is Slanesh's
the
number, I
demons
know,
are
but
included in
still.
the book as well.
Yes. So if you wanted a fiend or a greater demon of Slanesh, this is your opportunity.
Absolutely. You
Oh.
can include your Slaneshi demons alongside your Emperor's Children on the tabletop, which is just great. So, yeah, Keeper of Secrets
I
running
guess
around
that's
alongside Fulgrim would be
better than what they
terrifying
gave
prospect to
World
face.
Eaters.
We've got the Crusade rules in there as well.
You know?
Inside the Crusade, you're going to love this. The idea
But that
here
still
is
means
they're
you're
on
gonna lose a lot of
sort journey to
stuff.
Try and find exotic and rare ingredients to mix up strange elixirs, which will then have horrifying results for the combatants as well.
Cool.
Just really cool. And, of course, the usual amount of new artwork. Great miniature shots in there as well.
New
It's an
artwork
absolute
except for the
must get
Codex
for
cover,
Emperor's
which does
Children.
not have new artwork.
I'm so excited for these guys, even though they hurt my Primarch.
So we've seen some fantastic stuff there from Age of Sigmar. We've seen the High Elf Realms from the Old World, and ending with those Emperor's Children. It's been fantastic.
Ending.
And Necromunda 2, of course, you saw in there as well.
Indeed.
Those Black Library miniatures were so good too. Yeah, it's been a really great preview, man.
Yep. Now, thank you everybody for watching. If you're over at LVO, I
No,
hope you're
no
having
kill
a
teams at all.
fantastic time.
Nothing.
If you want more details on all of these and some of the things that we've not shown off, head over to the Warhammer community website. Remember to follow us on Facebook, X, YouTube, and Instagram.
Don't
Thank you for
let
joining me,
him.
Nick.
Don't say
you,
X.
everybody.
Don't give him
See ya.
the. Oh, okay. Don't give him the satisfaction. Oh wow. Okay, that was very light, wasn't it? That was extremely light. I definitely thought I would have seen more than that, no doubt. I mean, it was a whole bunch of like, okay, so here's my theory, right? Here's my theory. LVO is now in January. They are not ready for a bunch of new releases, but it's LVO. Therefore, they need to have some more releases. There's other reveals on the community website. What the hell? Why? Wait, what do you mean there's other reveals on the community website? What other things would they have added? Wait, there's a whole new Nurgle model. What the shit? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, did it say Histon? Wait, is there a new Vulcan model? Or are you sorry, give me a sec. Sorry, apologies. Mainstream home Warhammer community. There we go. So there's this new Nurgle guy. I mean, he looks cool. I don't know why they didn't show this, but that looks cool. Like that's pretty good. He looks neat. He's got a big stinky backpack. He's got a big rusty sword. He's a solid little fella. Okay, so what is this? So we got these three, and then we got the three main factions here. So this looks like a Black Templar sword on the bottom right. That's obviously Chaos Knights. That's a Salamanders thing, and this looks like probably Grey Knights. Looks like Grey Knights. Most likely. Makes sense because K-Suns are here. I mean, I guess that's. I mean, I don't know. What are we? Salamanders are gonna get like a codex now, maybe. I mean that like a sub codex, kind of like Templars. I mean that'd be kind of cool, I guess. Like that's neat, but also wow, we got. Also, if Chaos Knights is here, don't Imperial Knights normally come out at the same time? All right. I mean, it's just whatever, you know. Is what it is. What else? Bunch of heresy stuff. There's this new Mechanicus robot. I mean, he looks cool. Imperial Knights were set for 2025. Well, yeah, we're in 2025. I mean, he looks cool. That's a cool robot. Like that. That's badass. Would have liked to have seen that. I don't know. What else? Is that about it? I guess we'll click on the Emperor's Children one. I mean, you know. Oh, new Fulgrim book. Okay, cool. Like that. Damn, Lucius looks good. It's a bunch of fucking weirdos. I love these guys. They're growing on me. I gotta be honest, they're growing on me. These dudes, though, the abs and the drugs and the weird cone heads, it's so strange. I love that. I absolutely love that. What else do we have? So these are the other guys. Some of these are okay. They're a little weak. These ones are a little weak. It could be the paint scheme. The beakies are cool. I like the beakies. That's fun. These dudes look pretty cool. I like these weird head. Like I like this guy. His head's pretty neat. Some of these look okay. Some of these are all right. Champion Slash. Oh, there we go. Why didn't you show me this? Wait, this looks great. Wait, are these cultists? These don't look like demonettes. These look like cultists. They're wearing like Emperor's Children armory stuff. This is cool. I wish they had shown me this. Big meaty claws. I don't know, man. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. That was a really weak reveal. I think more than anything, what just happened was that they had January, they had LVO. They needed to do some kind of reveal, but too many things were not like in the pipeline yet. So they needed to, just be like, hey, by the way, stuff is coming. The new Space Marine enemy isn't ready yet for gameplay footage, but here's a picture of a Biovore to tell you it's here. The World Leaders are coming later on as well, but they're not here yet. They must be saving stuff for Adepticon. They probably are, yeah. You know how in BlizzCon, they always had like a one-on, one-off type thing in BlizzCon? It was always like, oh, this is like the good year. And then it's like the slow year. And then there's the good year. And then there's the slow year. This is probably a slow one. Maybe Adepticon will have the better stuff. Maybe. Yeah, no kill team, man. What the heck? Wasn't last year's kill team like Aquilons, I think, or something? Or was it Night Lords? I don't remember what last year's was. Mandrakes and Night Lords then? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It was a bit weak. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a little meh. Bit of a meh one. If they brought me over some more kill team stuff and a few things like that, I would have been a lot more thumbs up on it, but I guess not today. Oh well. All right, chap. Well, I appreciate you all coming by here. I appreciate all the subs. I appreciate the donos. I appreciate all the things you've been saying. Imperial Knights got shafted given the fact that we were after Eldari on the roadmap. Yeah, weren't you all after Eldari on the roadmap? What changed? Why are the three chaos that is weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe there used to be a shakeup or something going on. That's strange. 10 seems to be a weak addition for releases. I think I disagree with that. I think what we've gotten so far has been pretty good, but they've just been bad at the reveals, honestly. All the cool stuff just kind of comes in at random times. Or maybe they have like too many events now. I don't know. It's kind of hard to pinpoint it. Because the kill team stuff so far has been really, really good. And most of the codexes have had pretty good stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, knights are going to get like one model because they're knights, but I mean, Grotmis was huge. Like, Grotmis was great, but I don't know. I think maybe there's just too many events, too many things going on, and therefore every reveal thing seems weak, you know? When did they reveal all of those new Eldar models? The new Phoenix Lords and stuff. When was that? When was that again? What event was that? It was Championships. Was it WCW? November? No, I remember what they revealed it with. I'm trying to remember what was going on. Like, what happened? Was it WCW? Was it like... What was the event? Was it WCW? World Warhammer Championships or whatever? Or World Championships of Warhammer? Okay, yeah, because that's the thing, right? Because that reveal was awesome, you know? It was a Deathcore of Krieg box set with Aspect Warriors and Phoenix Lords update. Like that was insanely good. They probably could have kept the Phoenix Lord update for this, honestly. It would have been better for them to show it off here because the Eldar box isn't quite arrived yet, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I'm unsure. I'm really unsure. Maybe Adepticon will get something really, really good. Maybe. I don't know. I think maybe we just need to condense it into like some more high profile drops. When's Adepticon? March. Someone mentioned it, but there were a lot of Eldar leaks like a month before they announced them. Yeah, it could be the leaks. Leaks could have like forced it in a way, maybe. I don't know. Well, regardless, whatever the reason is, whatever the reason is, this was a bit of a weak drop. The no kill team whatsoever is really unfortunate. I feel like there's not enough Emperor's Children stuff. I feel like you're going to get a World Eater situation where you're going to end up losing almost like 90% of your codex and then get a couple of these models and that's about it, which is really unfortunate because the World Eater players have the exact same issue. The Knights getting pushed back instead is kind of strange. Yeah, I don't know. Strange, bit weak, unfortunate, but at least the Emperor's Children stuff looks mostly pretty cool. The little base guys are a little bit mid for me, but the Noise Marines and like those cone head dudes look great. They look super fun. They look so weird, and Lucius looks like a fucking baller. Oh well. All right, everyone. Well, I hope you enjoyed the LVO reveals. They were mostly. I mean, the things that we got were decent, but it was definitely a little bit light. So. Oh, well, it is what it is. It happens. Regardless, with all of that, thanks for watching. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for your time. Have a lovely nighty night. And go paint that mini you've been putting off. Just fucking finish it. Just edge highlight it. Just edge highlight it. It's not hard. Just do it. It's so easy. Use a dry brush. Just edge highlight. Just do it. Go. Leave.